Blue 18.
Check, 27.
One. Alpha.
A first down throw for Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We ain't giving up nothing. Motion. Mike's 47.
Mariota on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Man, I got you. No. Check 99.
Here's Riddick. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From his own end zone, Flacco. Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throw it, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board.
It's like soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team, now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's go one more.
Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Flacco right back to work after the pick 6. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Reddick with a carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
42-yard line.
Set. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. Humphreys. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Complete, it's Henry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off around the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Flacco. Gets it off to Freeman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's got his tight end fed. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Riddick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
And watch the block.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. Into double Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flacco off play action. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flacco looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right 34, right 34.
To throw, Mariota. And Walker has it. That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. One. Two, fellas. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Get it, boy. Get it, boy.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Passing play, Flacco. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. What we got? What we got? What we got? 3 wide.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Room here to run. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis Harris. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I'm going to come back. Back to you. Right here. Charlie. One.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
First down, Titans.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This is Scarborough. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check, 47. Check. 47.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mariota completes it to Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. A gain there of 21 yards. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Here's Flacco. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. Let's see if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a third-round pick on him, but it was Philip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 run. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To pass, Flacco. He finds Riddick, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's get it.
Now Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 28.
Third and goal. Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
47 is the Mike.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Bravo!
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 12, Flacco, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Throwing here, Mariota. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
It really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw again on 2nd down, Flacco. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And now here is another interception. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah,
that's right. With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.